Welcome to the first episode of Stock Research with Financially Frank. Now, I do a different research for different types of stocks. I usually do long-term investing, but in this case, I do an Instagram post every day, and I like to find a good value stock to present for each day. And the way I usually do it is just to get an introduction to every single company on the market. I review the companies before they report earnings. So in this case, you're just going to see me doing my regular research. I'm going to have some conversations while doing the research, but it's going to be pretty basic. I'm just going to go into it and show you what I normally do when I'm not recording. And as these go on, questions will definitely dictate how I conduct the conversation and what I focus on. So definitely leave comments. I don't want to be the YouTuber that says drop a like, but for some reason they all do it and there must be a reason. But you do what you want to do. I'm just going to give you some information, and what I first do is click on the next day because there's no reason to report on what happened yesterday. So I go on Yahoo Finance, a great website. They're now doing a lot of premium programs, and I switch it over to see the companies that actually make money. I'm not interested in seeing companies that are losing money. That's usually not a good sign. So in this case, only 51. It's light. Sometimes it's 200. And I pretty much just control click the first 10. I don't want to open too many at a time, and I scroll down and I'll review the next ones until it gets to a point where the earnings is either negative or just low and I don't really care to review it. So then it takes literally 2 seconds to review each company quickly, and I just don't delete the ones that I liked. United Rentals. I look at a 5-year chart, I look at a max chart, P ratio. Okay, I'll leave that for later. I know PNC. I actually own PNC. That's might not be a fun one to review. They're kind of they're trending upwards, but if you look at it, they're towards the high, and banks are having a tough time making extra money because of the industry that they're in and the low interest rates. So that's not one I would say is going to pop off. IBM, very well known. 5 years, that's horrible. Nope. Don't know this company, Comerica. So I'm looking for trends. I'm sorry if the clicking is annoying. At one point, definitely will get rid of that. Actually, that's a lie. No idea how I'm going to get rid of that. I'll click later. This one is not bad. No, that's pretty bad. What's going on? Financials really quick. Any growth? I'm looking to see. The numbers are fine. I don't know. So, what is going on with this industry? They're making money. These are always the weird ones where it's it requires you to do way more than some basic research. Look at some headlines, see what's going on. Low rates hurt. See, things like that. Earnings expected to have impact to slow down commercial lending. Nope, I don't even want to. If they're having negative news, I could find one with positive news that actually I like the look of it. I didn't even like the look of that. This is 5 years on a chart. That's horrible. So this is my indication on things. I always say in the past 10 years, stocks should look amazing if they performed well. We've had the best 10 years. Now, if you take off this past year, the stocks have had one of the best runs in the past 10 years. And if they didn't perform, this looks well, actually, when you back it up. If they didn't perform like this or better, maybe there's something wrong with the company. I like to invest in companies that look like they went bang. And it's a good indicator because companies that look like they went straight across like this, over the past 10 years, which have been a great investing period, that's a good indication. No matter what's really going on here, it'll show you, okay, if they don't have that trend, why even look at them? And that's not true across the board, but this gives me a simple way to look and find a stock to present on my Instagram. I don't know what's happening here. Was it low volume? Why? That's just I don't know why it's flat like that. Financials. See, this one I'm taking too much time. I don't even believe in this one. Decent growth. It's growing. Maybe I lied. Webico. Now I look really quick. What do these people do? I click their profile. Auto parts. Yeah, nope. Mechanical. I want to keep an. Do I want to keep an eye on this? These are interesting ones because. Yeah, no, that's horrible. Crown Holdings. That's pretty good. I mean, that's since 2000. I mean, something's been going on here. Nope, I don't even want to. I saw their chart bopped up. So like when they're towards the top, I'm looking for something. I had an interesting one in UNH today, and I wanted to find one like that because that would have been a cool like, oh, look what I found. I'm gonna show you in a sec and then explain it. Nope, preferred bank. But just to show you, this is what presented today. I did like a little Instagram post like saying, oh, interested to see how they'll do, and they popped off. And it's interesting because I was looking at the 1 year chart. I'm like, okay, that's not a very good 1 year chart. But when you look at it, first off, their 5 year chart's very nice. See, that's what I'm talking about. Look how nice that is. That's a great looking company. Holy mackerel, that's amazing. Like, that's what you want to see in a company that you want to invest in. Sorry if I just screamed too loud. You broke your ears. But when they did this past year, this is what I pointed out. So they're doing this, trading in between these two, the 52-week high and 52-week low. And they've been bouncing off that low. And they had good earnings report, right? And when you look at this, guess where the earnings report occurred? Yeah, right here. So, they're trending upwards in the past. It doesn't even look like that long, but the past 6 months, bam, now they're going up a little bit, and then bam, they hit a good earnings report and they shoot up. There was really no telling that would happen, but when you look at it for a year, it's just interesting to see that it's trending upwards and then a good earnings report shoots it up like that. So after seeing that, I was interested to see another good company that is also having some trouble currently, but that is due for a nice pop. Progressive, I've talked about them many times. There is no reason this company can't make money. I don't know how that's not on my stock watch list. I like that. Seen this one before. Banks, not right now. All right, so see. This is Bancorp again. Let me see. They're banking. Nope. Regional banking. No, thank you. So then I go back. I was at EGBM. Now I got Netflix. I know I already read headlines for Netflix. They're not doing well. I just saw Ally Bank. I'm going to throw out Bank of America. So a lot of banks are reporting tomorrow. Makes sense. I'm getting towards the bottom of where I care to click. And look, yeah. Okay, so that's it. That's whatever is on this clicking frenzy that I just had will be what is left. P ratio of 111. Good luck, Netflix. They're going into some major trouble because there's a lot more competitors entering the space, so that's a waste of time to even look at right now as far as presenting tomorrow. Interesting. Good one. And, big, a lot of volume, decent amount of volume. Considered undervalued. I don't even know what these people do, but I want to watch them. In 1 year, that's an, let's see, financials. There's going to be earnings right here. I like to see when they always beat, but unable. That's good. Thank you. We'll do a quick Zacks investing on whatever stock ticker that was. Didn't read it. CSX. So this is pretty much what I do nonstop, and it takes me 2 seconds to easily look at a company if I want to look into it. Yes, I'm probably missing tons of companies by just doing it quickly like that, but I'm still getting a lot of companies that I see value in that it takes me a long time to research the ones that I do like anyway, so I don't have time to every single one. By the way, when you started this video, did you think I was just going to click around and not talk a lot? I apologize. I definitely talk way too much. And, okay, so it's not good to see a company that missed it and they haven't missed it in a while. Another one could be, so CSX. Okay, and I always like to see what Zach says. Are they going to beat their earnings? They say they're going to miss it again. Okay, I didn't even read what their business they're in. I'll look that up in a second. Now I'm going to go to macro trends, CSX. I think I'm wasting my time with this one. This will just show me what their revenues look like, what their growth is looking like. Is it growing? See, what is that? So they're not consistent. This is not a company. Let's see if their profit's consistent. If their revenue's not consistent, how could their profit be consistent? But yeah, they've been holding it together better, but excuse me, not so good. Waste of time. Not even gonna look what they do. Who cares? Bank of Melon, great. Ally Bank. I already know I don't want to invest in these or even mention these for tomorrow because I don't want to talk about banks. See, this is one of those where it's like, I was gonna think like this is what I would rather a 1 year chart look like, not a 5 year, but that's not even true either. Bancorp, I don't even know. Yep, that's a bank, of course. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Lab. See, that's wow. Okay, see what I'm talking about? Good stocks to watch. That's a good chart, and it's in the laboratories. They're getting bigger and bigger. They just make bank because what is this? All right. Oh, these are important things I'd like to see how they're growing. I'm sure they're growing. 50p ratio is a little too high for me. Let's see, in a year, they're not like primed to do crazy. Now scroll down a little bit. Somewhere in the news, you'll see has grown popular with. The news will tell you quickly of how things are going. Steadily gaining division flagships. Earnings expected to grow, but Zach says they don't possess the right combination of the two ingredients that will likely beat an earnings surprise. I like relying on what they say. If I see that they say they're not going to beat, but they're saying here they're going to grow, but they don't have the right. I don't know. I like this one. I'm going to keep it. There's too many I'm keeping. I have to do this kind of quick because I need to go to sleep. But my fault for leaving it to the end of the night. Nope, not this one. I'm going to start eliminating a little quicker than usual. See, this is good for 1 year, not 5 year. That's a horrible 5 year chart. That's 5 years. See, like this is where it becomes. I'm really like just discrediting Bancorp again by the ones that don't look what I want them to look like. I'm not trying to like look into numbers and fall in love with numbers if I don't like what it looks like. This is nice growth. I mean, I don't know what they do. I'll look at that up later. But because that's too high to another bank by Crown Castle International. Nice chart. I don't know what you do, but a REIT. I don't care to add a REIT. Nope. Anyway, okay. No volume. You're not going to get big pops on no volume. I made that mistake before. That one before that, if you saw, I had like 3,000 shares. That's nothing. Flatline in 5 years, like that's not good. If investors see that, like there's no reason to buy into something that looks flat, dead for 5 years. I'm not saying you don't buy it, but like, these are not the stocks I want to talk about in a quick Instagram post saying I think it's going to go up. See, look, Zacks, very credible. I like them a lot. Saying earnings preview, they're going to have expected earnings to decline. That's not one I want to present on. So now we got URI Progressive, which I've made things about before. I actually like Progressive. So medical devices, I love that. Insurance, property, and casualty, I like that. Rental and leasing services. So what do they do? They lease. Are people actually still doing their own gardening? Is that what this is? So I do a quick Google search because I have no idea. The words in there were a little bit too much. And I want a quick example of what they do. Equipment rental with about 13% of the market share owned by. Yeah, but I know Home Depot is big on equipment rental. Like, how big could these people? I mean, they're obviously big. They're $8.8 billion in revenue. They're doing this renting. I like them. I like that. Stocks to watch. For some reason, I just don't think it's going to go up. I say quick look at Zacks. I have to. I only have 3 left. So pretty much I was going to discredit this one for right now just because I just don't think that I'm feeling it as far as this industry doesn't seem strong to me. It doesn't seem like in a growth area, but At least it's better when I first saw. I thought they were renting out equipment for individuals, but this is like business contracts and like construction. They say sell. See, if I see, good growth, good value. These people have been wrong before. I don't trust these people verbatim, but when I see that, and I already like the other ones better. So let's see what PG says. PGR, excuse me. PG is another one. So Progressive Insurance Company, they're known, got all those TV commercials. I posted them a while ago. I think I made a post when their stock chart was, yeah, I made a post somewhere over here. So I did pretty well for myself. I could look it up in my Instagram, but somewhere around, maybe it was a little later. I probably lied. It's probably over here. But definitely not after that, I think. Wow, my credibility is just rising, isn't it? So I like this one. Wow, that's a 5-year chart. See, that's nice. Like, that's what I'm talking about. So what does they think for PGR? See, earnings surprise. They say it's a buy. These are right. I'm already thinking about. I'm gonna report on this one. Earnings announcements. They usually do well. Let's see how they've done. A little all over the place. Growth. And then usually, now I'm looking to see. Their numbers are the weakest in January. See. And I know they've had some weak numbers, and these numbers are all over the place. Not consistent at all. Another quick thing I could do is, let's see what else is there. This one I know will tell me a quick indication of, are they growing? What's their revenue look like? This is called macro trends. Very simple. Boom, growing. That's beautiful. Profits. Let's see what it looks like. This is not how you invest, by the way. You do a little bit more research than this, but this is how you find the things that you want to invest in my opinion. See, profit's a little bit shaky. The growth, like, look, 1 year they grew that much in profit. See, that's interesting. Now, what did their stock chart look like then? So 2 years ago, around 09, September 2018, they reported right here at the end of 2018. And in the end, actually, wait, no, I'm still not even there. It actually went down. But they reported a crazy good increase in profit year over year. All right. So I like what I see. Another little thing I could do is look at some technical analysis. All right. Did I type in PGR yet? No. Because I don't really like that. See, that doesn't look good either. But to see consolidation, they could bounce up. I think I'm going to talk about this one. Let's see what ABT looks like. Abbott. What do they do? Medical device. I love medical devices. The doctors need utensils and stuff. You can't. It's a great industry to be involved with, in my opinion. I don't think I have anything like this. Do I have that? ABT. I'm just comparing now to see which one I think, like this. The numbers, I don't know. What do you guys say? Leave in the comments below. What do you think looks better as far as a chart? This is like I think a 1 year chart, about 6 months, 6-month chart. That's. Now, to be 100% honest with you, none of these are ideal. Like, this is not but the past 6 months or a year have not been ideal for any stock. Or this one. Okay. For some reason, this looks more dangerous. All right, now the deciding factor will really be, I didn't look up the two things I just did for PGR, Progressive, that I'm looking for Abbott. And this will really sell it because I like Abbott's 6-month charts better than I like Progressive, but I know Progressive. I think it's a good, see, hold. Okay, they say hold. They say there's no earnings surprises. Their earnings announcements. See, strong, always reporting. I like it. I forgot what their chart looked like. It's not great because it's continuing to grow, so it's not like a major bump up. And they have a high P ratio. You might be eliminated, my friend. I do not like that. We'll look at one thing just for fun, but that kind of threw me off. Like, I forgot to look at that. Well, they snuck by because they had a good chart. Whoa, buddy. That's the revenue? What happened here? Let's see how your profit looked. That's your profit? No, same thing. All right, well, they obviously had a hiccup at one point. I would need to do more research to figure out what happened. That's in 2012. That's a while ago, but they've seen that to recover since that. Yeah, interesting. One last thing I'll do for PGR because I pretty much committed to it at this point. I mean, if you look at it, that's the 1 year. They have a lot more room to go down than they do to go up. And that's not exactly what I was looking for. But they've also really don't go. They shouldn't be touching that point again where they were. All right. Summary. P ratio is decent. Say it's undervalued. No dividend, basically. Makes money. Growth expected to beat earnings. Might get a pop. Have been, lower than expected lately. What else is he gonna look up? I already forgot. There was something else I wanted to look up. I'm liking PGR for tomorrow. Insider trading. There we go. This is something I like to look up constantly. So look, they're trending down. They're breaking. They have to break past that. If they break past that, they'll go up. Damn, it's not looking good. There's another chart that kind of indicates that this one has a lot more to go up, but it's like what? If it goes up even just to there, that's like a 5% increase, and they have that room to go. These guys have kind of bounced from that and have continued to go down. As a chart, actually, ABT looks better. But this is what I want to look into. So everyone's upgrading it. I didn't want to actually look up that. I wanted to look up, are people buying, insiders buying and selling the stock? Because if they're selling the stock, you already know it's not a good sign. PGR. I think that's the link. Not I clicked the wrong link. Insider activity. Found it anyway. This number will indicate if I liked it. All right. Number of shares bought. Number of shares sold. All right. That doesn't give me any indication, which is better than not. Quick last thing, because I still have Abbott in my head. Whoa, they've sold a shoot ton. Yep. ABT is no. All right. So that's how I chose Progressive to talk to tomorrow. Today is 10/15/2019. Tomorrow they're reporting earnings. I can look when by looking at the market thing again. I click tomorrow. And then I could do that. Set up again. I'll find PGR, and it says before the market opens. And that's it. Now, if I want to make a quick Instagram post, I have to go and do all that. But this is how I broke down a couple stocks and happened to choose PGR as the stock I'm going to pick. Will I be right? Tune in tomorrow and we will see. Thank you guys for listening. Have a good one. Peace.